Hello, this is D, and I'm back with another video. Yeah, I kind of took a bit of a break lately, but we're back up on it, and we got some stuff to talk about today, mostly the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, we know that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming to the PlayStation 5 on April 17th, but today we got the news of the enhancements for the PlayStation 5 Pro, and Bethesda shared details via the PlayStation blog. Now, I kind of tweeted this out today, and a lot of people are losing their mind, but it is what it is. And I will say it is kind of weird to see an Xbox game on PlayStation such as this game, because it was pretty big for them last year. It got a lot of accolades. It was a really good game and it looked fantastic. It looked even better on PC. Now, the console versions, they ran and looked pretty good, but they didn't have the full suite of ray tracing features. And today you're going to find out that the PlayStation 5 Pro will get those features and run it at a much higher and more stable frame rate. So let's just go over to the PlayStation blog, and like usual, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check it out for yourself. Now, Bethesda goes on to say that we're so excited to bring Indiana Jones and the Great Circle to the PlayStation players. The production for each platform introduces something unique to the experience, and we've worked hard to ensure that our use of the PlayStation 5 suite of features directly benefits you and the game. We look forward to hearing what you say about it. Now, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle throws you right into the action with the DualSense controller's immersion-enhancing features, including haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Whether you're in a combat, traversing through your environments with the help of your whip, or using tools like your camera and lighter, you'll feel every action in the palms of your hands. Now, if you have never played with a DualSense controller, the haptic feedback is good. Now, I have my complaints about that controller because the battery life is abysmal. Now, I have the Pro version of the controller and the battery life is still pretty bad. I have to get an attachment that I put on top of it that extends the battery life. But as far as the controller's capabilities, it is a much more capable controller. You have the touchpad, you have sounds coming out of the controller, you got the haptic feedback. It's just a more immersive experience playing games when you use the PlayStation controller. Now, they go on to say that the light bar is connected to the game actions and it gives you a visual feedback about your current status. For example, when you enter combat, the LED light around the touchpad will turn yellow or pulse yellow if an NPC is searching for you. If your health gets low, the light will pulse red until you heal up. Using a consumable to restore health like food or a bandage will turn the light green for a few seconds. Now, the game also benefits from frictionless loading, selective installation that prioritizes your system language, so you don't have to put the different language packs in if you don't want, which of course is going to decrease the size of your game, and as well, you're going to load a little bit faster. Now, they go on to say that you have SSD optimization, ensuring a seamless experience with faster streaming and loading, and the Great Circle also takes advantage of the PlayStation 5's advanced CPU and GPU capabilities to achieve a stable 60 FPS with high quality resolution. Now, we're finding out that the resolution in this game is a native 4K resolution. Now, on the Xbox console, I believe it was running at 1800p, upscaled to 4K. Now, some will say, well, it's just 1880p, it's not a big difference. That's over about 3 million pixels in difference between the Xbox version and the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, the more information you have on the screen, the better your image quality is going to be, because of course there's more things being displayed, there's more information there. It's just the way it is. So I don't understand people's cope saying, oh, it's not going to look better. It's definitely going to look better, and it's also going to run advanced ray tracing that is not capable on the Xbox console. Now, they go on to say that the ray tracing capabilities for both the base model and the PlayStation 5 Pro console, global illumination system allows for a greater detail and quality, as well as a more realistic and dynamic lighting throughout the world. Audio immersion is also enhanced by 3D audio and HD rumble during cinematic scenes and gameplay. Now let's just get to the meat, the PlayStation 5 Pro enhancements. Make your journey around the world even more striking with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on the PlayStation 5 Pro, which optimizes the console's performance on the PlayStation 5 Pro to ensure you achieve higher and more consistent frame rates, making every moment of your adventure unforgettable. Experience next level realism and image clarity with native 4K resolution and advanced ray tracing. Playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle at native 4K resolution really is the best way to appreciate the level of details that the team at Machine Games has poured into every corner of the world. So no doubt about it, you're going to get a lot more details. You're going to get better performance of this game on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, I see some guys out there commenting, say, oh, of course it's going to be better on the PlayStation 5 Pro. And to those people, I have no argument with, because they're sane, logical people. But there were a lot of people that were saying that the Xbox Series X is still more powerful than the PlayStation 5 Pro, or the PlayStation 5 Pro is just a little bit better than the PlayStation 5. And this is showing you otherwise, because these features are not capable on the base console. And the reason why it's not capable on the base consoles is because it has more performance available to the developers on the PlayStation 5 Pro, and they're able to get more features. They're able to increase the resolution. They're able to stabilize and get higher frame rates. They're able to use ray tracing that is not capable on the base consoles. Now, that's not the only news that we got today. Assassin's Creed also got a PlayStation 5 Pro update, and it is also pretty massive. Now, when this game first came out, a lot of people were saying, oh, it doesn't have any PlayStation 5 Pro enhancements. Look, because the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's not much better than the PlayStation 5. And the developers even came out and said, no, we're actually going to be putting some of these features in the game. Hold on for an update. And of course, you know, people are going to run with whatever narrative makes them feel better. And at the end of the day, listen, if you want to play on the Xbox Series S, that's fine. I think that that console is very anemic, but whatever. That is your choice to play your games where you want to. Also, if you play your games on the PlayStation 5 and you play your games on the Xbox Series X, that's fine. Enjoy your games where you want to play them. But the point that I'm trying to make here is for the people out there that are saying that these consoles, the PlayStation 5 Pro, is not an upgrade over the base consoles just to deal with their denial. And that is just not the case. Yes, the console costs more. I believe it's like $150 more than the base consoles. And in my honest opinion, it is more than worth the upgrade. People complaining about the price. Now, do you know how much you would have to pay to get similar performance on the PC? Now, lately, I've been doing some tinkering with my PC. I installed my 5090 in my new rig with a 9950X3D. That computer alone is like $4,000. More than that, $5,000, because the GPU is expensive, the CPU is expensive, the motherboard. I got a really nice case, a Hyatt Y70 Infinite Touch that has a screen on it. So the cost to admission on PC is more expensive. Now, you got the step-down cards like the 5070, but they cost like the price of the console alone. And that's just one card. You got the 5070 Ti that's more expensive than the console by itself. You still got to buy the other parts. You got to buy the RAM, you got to buy the motherboard, you got to buy the CPU, you got to buy a cooling unit, you got to buy the power supply. There's other things that you have to buy to get that PC to run. So yes, on PC, you're going to get better performance, but it's going to cost you. And in my honest opinion, the value that you get on consoles, it just cannot be beat, especially on the PlayStation 5 Pro. For $699, I believe you're getting a great value here. Now, let's go through the details of this upgrade to Assassin's Creed Shadows on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, they go on to say, let's recap the 3 core technical improvements over the base PlayStation 5. It has a faster GPU, it has new ray tracing capabilities, BVH8 support, it has PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. And they gave us a whole bunch of videos showcasing the improvements that Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to provide on the PlayStation 5 Pro. And of course, I have it up and running right now. So if you guys are wondering what this footage is, this is captured on the PlayStation 5 Pro, showing what this update is capable of doing. Now, if you own this game, the update is out today, so make sure that you update it for your console. Now, they go on to say, leveraging the improved GPU and ray tracing capabilities, that early in the conception phase of Assassin's Creed Shadows, that they decided to revolutionize their lighting pipeline by moving from a pre-baked global illumination system with limited in-game flexibility to a runtime ray traced one. Now, there are several image quality benefits to this, and it allows for a much more dynamic world, as lighting can always adapt to what's happening in the game. Quality is also increased, and subtle yet important lighting details emerge when using ray trace global illumination. While the PlayStation 5 allowed us to realistically target 30 and 40 FPS with its native ray tracing support, it did not entirely make it possible at 60 FPS. Seeing everything else happening on the GPU, simulations, geometry rasterization, and shading, character deformation, and hair rendering. When we heard the announcement of the PlayStation 5 Pro last year, we knew we had all the ingredients to build the ultimate console version of Assassin's Creed Shadows. By itself, the PlayStation 5 Pro's faster GPU helps performance without much effort from the developers, but the game-changing technology is the improved ray tracing capabilities of the PlayStation 5 Pro that the BVH82 brings, offering over BVH4. With our implementation of BVH8 support on the PlayStation 5 Pro, we are able to speed up the GPU tasks involving hardware ray tracing usage by about 300%. So right here, we are seeing the developers saying that the PlayStation 5 Pro's ray tracing capabilities, they were able to improve the performance over the base console by 300%. That is huge. Now, the reason why this is happening is because the PlayStation 5 Pro has the RDNA 4 ray tracing cores. Now, when I came out with my PlayStation 5 Pro stuff, a lot of people were mocking me, saying it doesn't have any RDNA 4 stuff in it. It does. It has the RDNA 4 ray tracing cores, and this is allowing Ubisoft to get 300% more ray tracing performance. Now, they go on to say those critical upgrades, the faster GPU and support for BVH8, made it possible for us to realistically target a stable 60 FPS while showcasing our new generation ray tracing lighting engine. They go on to talk about BVH and all the other improvements. And I'm trying not to make this video too long. I'm playing some of the improvements on the screen for you guys to see right now. And I just got to say, overall, this is a huge update for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this question. Seeing how the PlayStation 5 Pro is about $150 more than the base PlayStation 5, do you think that this is a worthy upgrade, having this game running ray trace global illumination at 60 FPS? Getting higher image quality with PSSR over the base model? In my honest opinion, I think it is. Now, some games are starting to increase in price. One game is like $80. So $150 for a much upgraded system, I think is the way to go. Now, honestly, if you're in the market to get a console and you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to save the extra money and get a PlayStation 5, I don't think that is the right thing to do. I think you should opt to get the PlayStation 5 Pro or go PC. In all honesty, these consoles that are out now, I'm just not happy with the overall performances of them. And the PlayStation 5 Pro, it has its weak points as well, because the CPU, they didn't make really any improvements to the CPU. It's about 10% faster. Maybe some developers can get a little bit more out of it, but it's not a huge upgrade on the CPU that's in the base consoles. And in my honest opinion, that's holding back a lot of these games, because some of the games are CPU bound. Now, thankfully, not many games are CPU bound, but when they are CPU bound, it really shows on these consoles. So that's something that I know we're not going to have to worry about in the next generation. The next generation consoles are definitely going to have a much better CPU. Now, they go on to talk about ray tracing reflections and how it solved many of their issues that they encounter with classic techniques such as SSLR and cube maps. While some games on the PlayStation 5 Pro opted for a single 60 FPS mode, our approach was the choice between 30, 40, and 60 FPS was good for the PlayStation 5 players. Why not replicate that with the PlayStation 5 Pro players if meaningful improvements could be offered in each mode? Now, the ray tracing reflections uplift the photorealistic rendering that is achieved. Again, this is possible because of the faster GPU, as well as the 300% speed up on the ray tracing capabilities that we were able to achieve by leveraging BVH8. At launch, we offered ray tracing reflections only when playing the quality mode, but we are happy to report that the title update 1.02 brings ray trace reflections to the PlayStation 5 Pro balance mode as an improvement many of you have requested. Once again, balance mode offers a great compromise between quality and performance for players with supporting TVs, and they have it set out here. So 60 FPS, you get a ray tracing standard mode running at 4K. The balance mode is going to be 40 FPS with extended ray tracing features, and 30 FPS, you're going to get the full suite of ray tracing. So I think the fidelity, balance, and performance mode really give you the option. Now, personally, I would be playing it at the performance mode or maybe the balance mode. I wouldn't be playing it at fidelity because 30 FPS, I don't care. It's just trash. And this is a situation that 30 FPS, if they had a better CPU in the PlayStation 5 Pro, we wouldn't be seeing that 30 FPS in that fidelity mode. We'd be seeing, I don't know, maybe 50 to 55 unlocked. Now, because the PlayStation 5 Pro and the console before it, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, they don't have the most modern CPU in it, and it's kind of showing its age right now. So once again, next generation, I know that this is going to be improved. It kind of is what it is. But at the same time, you have the option. So if you want to play with 60 FPS, you don't have to sacrifice ray tracing performance, and I think that is a fantastic option. Now, they also talk about the support for PSSR, and they said one of the key improvements of the PlayStation 5 Pro brings is that it has spectral super resolution PSSR, and that is an AI driven upscaler, meaning it takes an image rendered at low resolution, say 1080p, and upscales it to 4K. Now, of course, them using PSSR in this game is huge. I'm expecting better image quality now that PSSR is being implemented. Now, this is not the same PSSR that we had at launch where some games had some issues. This is a newer, more advanced version of PSSR. Now, the way that machine learning AI works is that it gets better over time. So it's going to continue to get better. 7 months from now, it's going to look better than what it even looks like today. So overall, I got to say it's going to improve the image quality. You're also going to get better performance with PSSR on. Now, of course, I got to see this running. This just came out today. I'm just reporting on the news, but this is exciting news for PlayStation 5 Pro owners. And I just got to be honest with you guys. If I was solely in the console sphere right now and I didn't have a PC and I just was looking to get into buying a console, the PlayStation 5 Pro is the obvious choice. If I was an Xbox only gamer and I didn't own a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 5 Pro, I would be looking at this PlayStation 5 Pro like a cheating wife, in all honesty, because the Xbox games, they are looking and running better on the PlayStation. Just imagine your wife giving somebody else better loving than she's actually giving you. That's the same way I feel Xbox gamers feel right now. Now, I know I'm probably being a little over the top on it, but in all honesty, it kind of is what it is. And just being a lifelong Xbox fan, supporting them from day one, and yes, things have changed in the last 12 months, the way that I feel about Xbox, but I still enjoy their games. I don't want to say that they make bad games. I just don't like their philosophy. I don't like their business plan for the future of these games, and I think it's going to kill the Xbox console in the long run. And that's just my opinion. If you guys don't like it, you can argue with me in the comment section down below. But that being said, seeing Xbox games on the PlayStation is wild. Seeing Xbox games looking and running better on the PlayStation is even wilder, and it's gonna get worse. More games are going to be coming over to the PlayStation. We're hearing that Gears of War Trilogy is going to be at the Xbox Game Showcase. And I'm hearing that that game is going to be day one on the PlayStation as well. And if it's day one on the PlayStation and it's on the PlayStation 5 Pro, by default, you know it's going to look better than the Xbox console. Once again, another Xbox game looking and running better on the PlayStation. Once again, one less reason to own an Xbox. And we kind of come full circle. And this is why I just don't like the direction that Xbox is going in. Now, this is fantastic for gamers. They're going to get to enjoy these games. It's good for developers because more people are going to play their games. It's not good for the Xbox base because a lot of people are not going to be picking up an Xbox. They're going to pick up a PlayStation. And Xbox is already struggling. So if you're someone that likes the Xbox console, this is not a good thing. If you don't give a damn about the console, you just care about the games, then I guess my argument isn't with you. Anyways, you guys just let me know what you think about all of this, what you think about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming to the PlayStation 5, coming to the PlayStation 5 Pro with much better graphic fidelity and performance than the Xbox console. What do you think about Assassin's Creed Shadows getting a PSSR update, getting ray tracing in the performance mode? Are you excited to play this game? Now, I've been playing this game on my PC, to be honest with you guys, and it is a fantastic game. Now on the PlayStation 5 Pro, you will be able to experience ray tracing at 4K 60 FPS, bringing you a lot closer to the PC. So I gotta be honest, this is just a great update for the PlayStation 5 Pro. And for all you guys out there that didn't think the PlayStation 5 Pro was worth it over the base consoles, you're seeing it for yourself right now in real time. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like I usually say, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.